Hello, my little munchkins, crones, and sunflowers. We're back again. We're back. We're getting it all done. We're going to get it done tonight. You hear me? So anyway, we want to talk about food stars. I know we don't have a lot of people watching this show, but I enjoy it. I hope that you just give it a chance.
Yes,
it is
please.
Entertaining. It is delicious. It really is. Baby Crone, take them in.
Okay, well, this episode,
Good. It's like watching the Apprentice or something. Mm-hmm. It's real good. But go ahead.
Yes. So the theme for this episode is selling wine. So therefore, Team Vanderpump is going to be selling Vanderpump wine, and Team Ramsay is going to be selling Ramsay wine. I think that was a very fun, clever, cheeky competition, because that also symbolized, because basically these two people, Ramsay and Vanderpump, are putting their products on the line just for the sake of the show a little bit. But here's the thing: they had to film a 30-second commercial, then they also had to come up with a name. So they were supposed to make a limited edition, try to sell, and then they had to try to sell it to a live audience too on top of that. So there we go. That was pretty much the theme. So we are going to start with Team Vanderpump. Team Vanderpump, we have Jess, who is whiny baby. She decided to take charge because she knows how to sell wine. So because of that, she was thinking maybe something about Valentine's Day, because Vanderpump, and I think it was some type of rose wine that they were selling, like rosé.
Rosé.
So because of that, let's be on.
Isn't that one of the pink girls? Black pink,
yes.
Rosé.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I've always wondered why rosé sounded familiar. Now I know.
Mm-hmm.
So they were selling rosé, and so to be on theme with roses, it was like, why not Valentine's Day and do something lovey-dovey? So then, pretty much, they decided to name the rebrand, well, the remake, called Lifetime Love Affair. Mm-hmm. That was actually kind of a good name. I did like that. So that was pretty much it. But the thing is that the team, there was some discourse amongst the group, because Jess wanted to do something where there was like this decorative part of the label where the woman in the commercial would kiss the wine bottle. And Nicholas,
I thought it was nice to do that.
I did too, especially because it is Valentine's Day theme that sells the sensualness of love, right? However, Nicholas, who we are not a fan of over here.
All these names, I just don't know these people.
Okay. Nicholas is the
I have no idea. I'm letting you
with.
know, I can't remember them. It's got to be like 20 of them. I don't know. It's that many. It's going to, by the end of the show, I'll know half of their names. I don't even remember them because they be going home like flies.
That is true.
So I don't know the names. That's why when you watch us, Baby Crone, you're doing good, but I don't know the name. So when she talking, I get quiet because I don't know what she's talking about.
Okay.
All right? All I know is Lisa Pump and Ramsay. That's all I know. You could say this on Ramsay team, Lisa Pump, I get it. But when you start just calling about their names, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Well, Nicholas is the...
Just say Nicholas, what team?
Team Vanderpump.
Then Nicholas from Team Vanderpump.
Yes, I'm sticking with Team Vanderpump for the moment.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. And Nicholas is the black guy that we are not a fan of, who thinks...
Don't say we.
Okay, that you and I are not a fan of?
That's not true.
Okay, I guess I'm the one that's not a fan of Nicholas.
I guess, I don't know. I don't feel that way. I just feel as though that he have a speech impairment. That's what I think. No. Is that the one?
No, that's named Kyson, and he's on Team Ramsay. On Vanderpump, Nicholas...
I don't know. No, I don't think Lisa have a black guy on her team.
Yeah, she does. And he was the one that was upset for being put in second place and was almost ready to go home. And he didn't want to accept the fact last episode that he messed up with the cooking last episode, because the idea of having the shrimp skewers Okay.
Is he light skinned black? Or
Yes, light skin black.
He ain't black to me. He don't look black. See,
Oh.
that's there you go. The one with the beard.
Yes.
He white to me.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I'm saying. I don't see no black people on these Vanderpump.
Got you right. Probably should have said light skin.
Cause she's saying black. I'm like,
universal black, like they call it.
I don't know. He wasn't black to me. He looked white to me. I don't know. I don't know.
He could be from the islands and not even black at all.
He could just be from a Arab. He looked like he from a white Arab to me.
Right.
So I don't know. So he could be, but I don't see it. So thank you. I'm glad I stopped that because I know what you're talking about.
Okay, yes.
So this is the white guy who I don't like.
Yes.
But you see him as black.
Yes.
Just a sidebar. What makes you see him as black? He don't have kinky hair.
Well, he's got some melanin in his skin.
But so does Kim Kardashian.
You're right. You could call her black. Yes. You're right.
There's a lot of there are black Italians. They look my complexion.
Yeah, you're right.
So I don't see.
Got you.
Unless he say he black, I would believe. But if he don't say he black, he blending. He crossed over.
That is true.
So go ahead. So I never knew him as being back. That's a sidebar. We just keeping it real.
Yeah, that
go
is
ahead,
true.
Baby Crone.
Yes. So he had a problem with Jess, who runs Whiny Baby and likes to market to Gen Z. He feels as though the idea of kissing the wine bottle is not the best idea. I guess he might find it sexist or something. I'm not sure.
So and then they start saying let a man kiss it.
Mm-hmm. And he wasn't even satisfied with that one either. So he's just honestly not a good team player. But
he can go home. I don't like his personality.
Yes.
That's the one you're talking about, the white guy.
Yes.
You saying he's something. But I don't like him at all. He never takes his own criticism. But they keep him around. They like him for something. I don't think he's going to stick around much longer because he's not going to be able to keep hiding.
That's true.
And go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. And so for that was how they set it, how Team Vanderpump set up everything. Now for Team Ramsey, their idea was to literally name this limited time edition rebrand. And the person that came up with that name, her name was Sean. She was the Asian one. Hopefully, okay.
She was so not ready for what she said she was ready for. She couldn't think of anything. Sometimes you just fold under pressure.
That's true.
She just folded under pressure. And when they told her that she, folded, I didn't want to say what happened. Mm-hmm. When they told her, she accepted it.
Yeah, she did.
She folded. She didn't do good.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the show was judging them fairly.
Yes,
I do think the white boy, John, that's his name, I think he get away with too much. Because with the one who I said, you said is black, I said
Nicholas.
Nicholas, I don't like him.
Yes, he's on Team Vanderpump.
Right.
But for Team Ramsey, they had decided to go with a New Year's theme, hence the name rebrand. It makes sense. But
I didn't like it, and neither did Gordon.
No, he really didn't.
Because it's like, now you're going to be rebranding my name. Oh, no, I wouldn't like it. It would like somebody to come and say, you know what, I'm going to just name you over. Shoot, I'm going to just call you. I'm not going to call you Baby Crone. I'm just going to call you Rebrand. She didn't like that at all. No, I wouldn't have liked that either. But I thought it was catchy.
It was catchy. And like they said, they had to be on theme, and it was on theme because that's what you do every New Year's. You make these New Year's resolutions because you want to rebrand yourself for the new year.
But their commercial didn't fit the rebrand. The way it came to the door, and the way they was up on the stage, the way that they just, it was not good at all. It wasn't good at all, but go ahead.
Yes, their main problem is the fact that Rose, the she was from, how do I describe Rose? I feel like you also feel a way about Rose because she tries to like take over the situation.
Yeah, Rose is like the light-haired girl, right? Or the dark-haired.
Dark-haired girl.
She's a dark-haired girl, but when the thing she had so much to say,
yes,
taking over, but she didn't want to own it.
No, she didn't.
So therefore, when they sat at the table, she could say, "Well, I wasn't," but they already saw that you was into everything.
Yes.
So you can't get away with it. And I don't like people like Nicholas or Rose.
Mhm.
They the people that do a lot. They keep a lot of stuff going. Not bad stuff, like they know everything, they into
Yes.
everything, they got everything, but they don't want to claim nothing. They want to play it safe.
Mhm.
And I don't like that about her. And she got called out on it.
Yes, she did.
And I appreciate that.
Yes, because the other girl that she said that she wanted to be the director for the music video, Liz was like, okay, but then when it came time for Liz to do it,
She took over.
She did. And she honestly felt
Rose took over.
Mm-hmm. And Liz just felt like, okay, when am I going to direct? You said I was the director, right?
Did she say it?
Yeah, no, she didn't say that to Rose, but in the confessional when she was talking about how she felt.
And let me tell you something. So therefore, I don't feel sorry for Rose or the other girl. When you're in control, shut that woman up.
Yes.
You didn't want it. Let me do it.
Mm-hmm.
Help me. If I need your help, be there for me.
Mm-hmm.
But let me do it. So if I fall on my own.
Yes.
If I win, we win as a team.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take it if I fall, but let me. But everything she did, the girl found fault with it. Do this, do that. And you can't let a good leader knows, I got to do it my way.
Mm-hmm.
If it don't work, it don't work.
Right.
If I fail because I didn't do it, I did it. But if somebody else is taking you off your game,
yes.
and you're not strong enough, then you're not a good manager.
Mm-mm. No.
You're not a good manager. You can't be afraid. You can't be afraid to tell people, no, this is not what I want. No, I'm not feeling this. You have to work together. And if you need a manager, you need somebody to be honest.
Yes.
Manage what you're supposed to manage.
Correct.
You don't let somebody come in and take over. That's just like somebody coming in your house and just taking over. You know? No, you don't. And if that's you out there, don't let nobody take over.
Mm-hmm.
No, stand up for yourself. And you go to a confessional. No, girl, no. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, and then when they had lost and was at the grilling, Liz was a bit teary-eyed because she was stressed and she felt like she couldn't do what she needed to do because Rose wanted to take over. And then even when it was time, even during the photo shoot, sometimes Rose would be like, hey, Liz, could you film this for me? And Liz would be like, okay. And then Rose comes in and be like, hold up, I want to do it this way. Like,
Say it again.
That Rose would even ask Liz, the girl that she said, I want to do the directing.
Right.
But then as soon as she said, hey, Liz, can you do this? Rose was like, actually, hold up, I want to do it this way, or you're not directing right. How are you going to tell somebody they're not directing right yet? You didn't want to be the director, and you said you didn't even feel like you had good directing skills, but you took over the entire thing.
People like that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Yes.
Mm-mm. And that's how Nicholas is.
Yes, that is how Nicholas is.
Mm-hmm.
Now, also for Team Ramsey, there was a, I don't know what that was. There was a guy on the team named Andrew. And for the legit label that was able to be peeled off the wine bottle and be used to be like as a souvenir.
Like,
yes.
You know, it could have been your first date or, you know, whatever it was, you can mark it on that bottle and have it framed.
Yes.
I thought that was nice.
Yes, that was nice.
But he stole it.
Yes.
From Lisa Vanderpump's team.
Mm-hmm. Because that's what Jess does with her own brand, Whiny Baby.
And he stole it. So that was busted.
It was.
But they didn't send him home, did they?
No, they did not.
See, you stole. And like they said, you don't steal another person's ideas, but you don't do that in business.
Right.
You don't steal. Mm-hmm. It'll just come up and bite you. But they stole. Who did they send home? Just skipping for a minute.
Sean.
Tell me why they sent her home.
Because
she was the one that was supposed to be the manager.
And she did rebrand, and she said herself that she was
good at branding.
You know, she said that if it was her own company, she wouldn't have gone with the name Rebrand.
Okay.
So the thing is,
So why did she get home? Why did she get sent home?
Because she was the manager, yes, and the name rebrand, and also the fact that they weren't able to like sell it. It didn't all come together. It was cohesive because they had to make sure that the wine matched the theme that they were selling for the limited edition.
Mm-hmm.
So because of that, it was basically on Sean, especially because the name didn't drive it home like they wanted it to.
But for me, it may have been a loss and a failure, but it would no way I'll let a thief stay on my team.
For real.
Honestly. You stole. I don't take kindly to that. Because if you steal, you lied to me. So you stole that girl's thing and put it out there.
Yes.
And he owned it because he had no other choice. Mm-hmm. But he thought he was going to get away with it. But did Lisa call him out on it? Lisa called him out on it.
Because Jess probably brought it to Lisa's attention, but Jess addressed him first.
She was hot. That girl was hot. How dare he?
Mm-hmm.
You stole my stuff.
Yes.
Used it, but you know what? Nothing good come out of it because you lost.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't do it. How do you take something because I like it from another person who's on the outskirts? This is what they do. You loved it and you stole it. I ain't feeling that. This is about being creative, coming up with new stuff.
Yes.
And he stole. And for that, I think he should.
He should have definitely gone home. I don't think it should have been Sean.
And that would have taught him a lesson to never steal again.
Exactly.
He should have went home for that.
But no.
But they didn't send him home.
No,
he got reprimanded.
He did.
But that's it. And I know he was embarrassed.
Yes, most definitely. Because he probably didn't think he was going to get away from it.
He probably thought nobody was going to care about it. Mm-hmm. But Lisa cared.
Yeah.
And that girl cared. Mm-hmm. She was hot. She didn't say nothing. She was like, like, you could see it. So she went and talked to someone about it. She went to Lisa, and Lisa called him right up on it, and Ramsey didn't like it either.
No. That was pretty much it for this episode because, yes, as you could tell by the way we were talking, Team Vanderpump won this episode.
So it's 2-1-2.
Yes.
So it's 2-1-2. How many rounds they have to go?
I am not sure how many rounds or episodes we have.
But it's 2-1-2.
Yes.
So it's 2 Lisas and it's 2 Ramsey. Now Lisa won the first one, mm-hmm. and Ramsey won the last 2, and then Lisa won this. I'm on Lisa's side. Even though she didn't pick no black person. But it wasn't that many black people that they showed that applied for this.
Right.
And the black people that they did pick, Lisa did have a tip, but Lisa was picking all the people that Ramsey didn't want to take.
Yeah.
So when it did come down to the black guy, she would have taken him, but she didn't. She had her picks already. Mm-hmm. She was just taking them from the beginning. And so I feel as though Lisa should win. So we'll see. We're on Lisa Vanderpump. I wish that baby Crone go on Ramsey, but she all over here with me. But I'm not. I want Ramsey. If Ramsey went, I wouldn't be angry because so many people want to be on Ramsey team.
That's true.
People on Lisa Vanderpump team want to be on Ramsey team. Mm-hmm. I would want to be on Ramsey team, but because Lisa is a woman, I'm supporting women. And I feel as though I'm rooting for Lisa. And Lisa, just bring it, Lisa. You can bring it. We're rooting for you over here. We're rooting for you. We don't want Ramsey to get it. Mm-hmm. Why? Because I want to see him be angry. I just want to see him come undone. Because him and Lisa just rub it in each other's faces.
They really do.
I love it. And I think that even though it's fun, I think it's something serious about it. I often wonder, do they have people betting on the sidelines?
I'm sure.
Like with money. Because it's something you can bet on.
Oh yes, we'll see.
And I'm betting, no money of course, but I'm betting on Lisa. She looking peaked.
She is. She took a 2-hit.
She took a 2-hit in a row, so she looking peaked. But I'm wishing. But I do like when she went down there and she saw what they were doing with the commercial, and she said, "Oh, you need to put some more flowers on that table." But I ain't saying nothing. Going up there, she walked. She did tell them that. Yes. She said that wouldn't be my table. You ever been to my shop? There's flowers everywhere. And that wouldn't be it. She wasn't supposed to do that.
No, she wasn't supposed
But
to
she
help.
couldn't help it. She couldn't help it. But she walked up the steps, as she was saying.
Yes, she did. She knew she wasn't supposed to.
But she didn't tell them, like, put the flowers there. She just said, look, if you've been to my shop, that wouldn't be my table. And if you wanted me to do it, because when they asked her to kiss the bottle, she didn't have a problem. But she had a problem with that table looking peaky.
Right, just one rose.
Just one rose. So when she said that to them, that's what made them win.
That is true.
Not what do you think?
Yeah, I definitely. I mean, first off, the video was nicely produced.
It was done, but when she made, because of the presentation of it,
I think the roses definitely helped.
really did it. It would have been just like the other team, but because she set that little ditty in there, she didn't tell them. She just said, have you been to my restaurant, you see there's flowers everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, and that would not be me. I got to go up the steps. She hinted strongly, but I thought that was cheating.
It was a little bit, because she did acknowledge the fact that she shouldn't be helping.
They're not supposed to help them. However, at the beginning, Ramsey went over and he cheated. They do help their team a little bit. Even Ramsey walked away and said, that's not what I would do. I'm just saying, he does have a mic on. I'm just saying, they do have, because they can't help them. So even when they see them going in the wrong direction, they have to sit there. But Lisa couldn't take that. She's like, if you know anything about my restaurant, and plus Ramsey and Lisa have a thing, because Ramsey said that people don't stay at his shop for after hours. Mm-hmm. They eat, but they go right across the street for Lisa for a good time. So that's a rivalry going on. Nothing where they hate each other, but it's business. Mm-hmm. Because they both making money. Because Lisa feed them too. But he's saying, but you eat at us, but you don't party with us.
Yes.
They go over there. He might be closing his restaurant down at night while Lisa got the DJ jamming. I'm for them both. I love Ramsey. I would love to be on Ramsey's team, but I know I couldn't take Ramsey because the way he would make me feel.
Yes. Even
though I know that man got a heart of gold. Mm-hmm. And he shows that he is not prejudiced. And in spite of it, I just don't see Lisa as prejudiced, but she sticks more to her own, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. But I like her, if that makes any sense at all.
Yeah, it does.
So.
All right, yep, that was it for this episode.
Well, I hope you enjoyed our commentary on it. I hope you enjoyed it, but please, if you got this far, please thumb us up. Please, if you watch 10 seconds of it, just throw a thumbs up in there. Help us out. We really trying to reach this 2,000. I know. We really want to get 10,000. So even when I get that 1,000, I'm going to still be begging for something. I'm going to be begging for likes. I'm going to be begging for subscriptions. I didn't want to do it, but this is what they told me I had to do. So I'm getting more comfortable to plead to you. If you watch us, please thumb us up. Just click, even if you say 10, 15 seconds, I'll give them a thumb up because they begging. We'll take it.
Yes.
So we so appreciate you. We hope you enjoyed this of Ramsey. We finally got it all out, but we'll be back again talking more about it. So we love the show. We don't have that many followers, we know, but we're hoping that it comes back next year and people will get more involved. It's very much of a good show. I really think you like it. Sometimes it takes you away from all of the fighting and bickering.
It does.
And sometimes you're just dealing with just a good old-fashioned showdown where people are wanting, and you see these people lose their minds and crying and getting mad. It's just good to see something refreshing. For $250,000. Yeah. This is what they're fighting for. Now, I'm not being a snob by no stretch of the imagination. I just didn't know that $250,000 is all you needed to open up to start a business. It just doesn't seem like it's enough money.
It doesn't seem like
Is it me?
No.
So you out there tell me.
Yes.
I mean, if I were to go and buy a house, it depends on where I'm buying the house. If I go and buy a house in the state of Maryland for $250,000, if I bought a house in Pennsylvania, if I bought a house in Florida, what would I get for $250,000? You know what we get. And I'm not frowning on it. I'm just saying I don't know what $250,000 can do for a business. I don't know. And I'm just looking at it for a house. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm not frowning on anybody for whatever. I don't care if you pay $100,000 or $85,000 for your house. You have a home. I'm not judging it, but I'm saying for a business.
Yes.
You gotta pay for a location. You gotta stuff. I just don't think that in the end that's a lot of money. But if they was playing for $500,000, I could get that.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
But they are willing to do all this for $250,000. And if I'm not mistaken, and maybe I'm wrong, when they get that $250,000, do they have to pay taxes on that money, or if they put it straight in the business? I don't know. If anybody out there know the answer to that, could you please answer that? Because in the scheme of things, it just doesn't seem like a lot of money to open up a business. Remember, they all got something to sell.
Right.
So it's like, it's just questionable to me. So anyway, but they're fighting tooth and nail for that $250,000.
That is true.
So it's a good show. I think it's wonderful. I like it, and we're going to talk about it because I enjoy it. It's not bringing in enough viewers, but if you happen to view us, please, again, thumb us up. We really appreciate it. And if you like watching us, just hit a boop, subscribe, and with that, and play us forward.
Yes.
And with that being said, is there anything you want to say?
Nope.
Here we go. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Sign